Stubbing my toe on a G.I. Joe, tripping over toes this morning.
Just off the road from a tour promoting his new release, George Canyon kicks off the George Canyon and Friends Diabetes Heroes Tour in Halifax. He has lived with type 1 diabetes for 26 years.
I was diagnosed when I was 14 years old, and there was a lot of things going on as a 14-year-old. I was in Air Cadets, wanted to be in the Air Force, and pretty much had the rug pulled from under my feet. Type 1 diabetes.
That's an experience these three young adults share.
I was trying to get on World Cup circuit for snowboarding, and I was diagnosed right when I was trying to get onto it at age 19. I just broke down right away. You know, I was a hockey player and I was struggling that year, and you know, I didn't know if I was ever going to be the same. You know, I was scared of needles. I didn't know if I was going to be welcomed in. You know, if I could ever get a girlfriend, or if I, you know, still have my friends, if I'd be different and whatnot.
It was a hard age because you're just transferring from elementary school into high school as well, and all your friends are changing and your body's changing, and you're just starting to learn to become an adult as well, so it's quite a shock.
Diabetes educator Joel Solowatchik has lived with diabetes for 50 years.
I think one of the most difficult feelings is for parents of kids with diabetes who feel a sense of powerlessness when their kid is diagnosed. They were powerless to prevent it. They're powerless to make it go away. The best that they can do is accept and let go.
If diabetes is a curse, it can also be a blessing. The discipline required to accept the condition, maintain treatment, and build good dietary and exercise habits makes for a stronger person.
I've actually probably learned more from being a diabetic than I have anything else in my life. It's taught me tolerance. It's taught me patience with myself, because there are many times where my sugars just might go out of control and I don't know why, and it's just you have to be patient and understand that the disease is what it is. And it's like my endocrinologist says, there's no perfect treatment for diabetes. We do what we do.
I took it upon myself, almost took it as a challenge. Take better care of myself. It made me stronger, a more responsible, more independent person.
It's helped me push through a lot of different battles, a lot of different obstacles that have been set in front of me because I was diabetic. And it's made me a stronger person, and it's made me believe in myself a lot too.
You know, at first, you know, I didn't think I could ever do what I wanted to do, which was play hockey at a high level. And you know, kids just have to realize if they just take responsibility in their health and you know, stay on top of their diabetes, they can accomplish anything they want to do.
The kickoff of the Diabetes Heroes Tour packed Fountain Hall at Neptune Theatre. They came to see George Canyon and left like feeling a hero themselves.
It gives me a sense of pride that people really bond together over something that you have for a lifetime that you manage. That's something really hard for young kids to understand. So I'd like to tell them, you know, calm down, it's okay, there are other people out there too.
1, 2, 3.
People like George Canyon, who thought his world had fallen apart when he was 14. He is now a spokesman for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. A percentage of proceeds from his new release, Better Be Home Soon, is going to the JDRF. He is an honorary colonel for 14 Wing Greenwood, and he flies his own plane.
Well, it's really important for me to talk to young people with diabetes and older people too as well, but more to get to the kids with type 1 diabetes, because when I was 14, no one in society said they had diabetes. Nobody came out and spoke openly about being a diabetic and living their dreams, and I always felt that was wrong. You know, there was no one to look towards for me. Nobody to set an example, even if it was a bad example, just to set some kind of example. And I always said if I ever had a platform, that I would use it. And now I've got a really cool platform that God has blessed me with, and darn tootin', I'm going to use it.
A big hand for our heroes!
In Halifax, I'm Barb Anderson for Eastlink Magazine.
Watch Eastlink Magazine. You'll be glad you did.